I, as I
Fact.
said, as I said to you, Keiko,
Hmm.
me and Puss wasn't that of a friend that I sit down and me hear Uku say something today. And me hear Uku been saying it from the other day.
Listen,
And I said to
you
Uku,
maybe not
I said
have
to
been telling
Uku,
her a lot of your business, but just her listening to your environment is information. You
no,
understand?
really and truly, you see one
Hmm.
time I introduced her to Hugo and
Hmm.
like less than a week of me introducing her to Hugo, the woman start up. I get bright and I say, oh, Hugo said this, Hugo said this for your family. And I said to her, because all along I don't discuss my family with this woman. This woman don't know nothing. Listen to me and fret them, speak it for our life all the while. Fret me, no fret them. Yeah? For 13 years, because I know fret them the same time I know Suki. And not even fret them did know say I have a brother who was in prison for murder. That's how private I was. It was just like a day when that was the biggest mistake I ever make in my life. And that's a lesson where me have to learn and learn and learn and learn over and over. I was talking to Puss on my mobile. You go ring my house phone as usual, asking me. I said this story a million times. I was supposed to do something for him, same was me and him attack. She ball out same time as I say, I who that? And then him hear her voice and say, who that sister? I say, I'm a friend. And him say, give me her number, which is say, give me her number, which is everybody know that when people they are prison, they need woman to talk to on the phone.
Hmm.
I wasn't thinking straight that day. I swear to God, I'm a kids them life. I wasn't thinking. I made the
Hmm.
link without even think because I never know that this woman has so much grudge and bad mind in her heart.
Hmm.
This
But
woman from day one.
you wouldn't know because even I heard her say on the live before, she don't do in-laws. She don't do in-laws. She don't like in-law. So wasn't you personally. It's all in her nature to come and take over because if you guys are around, she can't
She
manipulate the
said,
situation.
first of all, she said she don't want a man where they are prison. But because at first this is what she said. But like when she think back and she say, okay, me gonna use Hugo to find out everything about this bitch because this bitch a go like say she oh me them and be a father with such and such long. We have this amount of kids. We have this, that. And them
Mm.
type of life the way me I live. This woman never dream of living the life I am living. Getting a man who worship the ground she walk on. So this woman now, see me, I'm a little baby father now. Ordinary people, two ordinary people. And I'm telling you this fucking woman is the living Lucifer. Lucifer from hell. I should,
Hmm.
I should push herself in a Yugo at first to destroy me, but then she said, oh yeah, me gonna show you say, me can take over, me can this and me can that. Puss, me and Yugo grow up together. I know everything about Yugo. You think you know Yugo, you don't. You understand? And I know that he beat the
Listen
crap
to
out
me.
of
It
you.
was that pillow talk that fucked Puss up. It was the pillow talk that got a hold of Puss. And because it had got a hold of Puss, the only way that she could get away with it is to persuade the people's opinion to come along with the bullshit she was doing. She wanted improvement that, okay, oh, he had did whatever he did, but it's still her man. That's all along. That was her intention all along, to persuade the people to, encourage the people, yeah, that's my man, and accepted, and Tanya's so wrong, and it's Tanya the bad guy. Like, she got to take responsibility for the part she played in that shit too. Puss could have been stopped. She could have been let go. We've been told Puss to stop. I've been told Puss stop in WhatsApp, and as we get off the phone, boop, that bitch will go on the live. And I would leave her right over there by herself
Oh,
for
baby.
hours.
I'm so called
for
it.
hours. Even I would tell her, just let it go for the day, for a week. Maybe if Tanya don't hear you talk about her, but at least like a good 2-3 weeks, maybe she'll stop too. That no. As we
She
hang
was
up,
just
she would press
totally
the
caught
line.
up in obsession over me and my family, and she want to destroy me. She want to destroy my life. She want to destroy my mom. But at the end of the day, you don't destroy us. You make us stronger. You
No, she just
understand?
want a reason to feel important. She needs
Like I
validation.
said,
You don't see today, even today, when I called in the live this morning, she couldn't stay on the live by herself. She had to add Munchie. Like, who the fuck is Munchie with her bald-headed, dry-head self? She's not of importance to nobody. Like, all them bitches that you impress in the UK that think you somebody, I'm not convinced, bitch. I'm convinced otherwise. You proved to me that you are nobody, because I thought that once the young lady was gone, that you was going to pick up the torch and you was going to run with it and shit was going to kick off. No, you're a fucking dud. You are a shit, and neither can Puss. What big grown 50-year-old woman goes to the fucking club with bloomers on? Not even a fucking thong, not no sexy lingerie, nothing. You pulling down your big fat nasty pants and showing your bloomers. Bitch, you got
boy,
grandkids.
as much as
Really?
people think
That video is gonna be on YouTube forever. Forever. It's
like
levels to
things
this
them
shit.
that
A
she do
time,
because she
place,
have
and
low
everything.
self-esteem. She don't love herself. She don't worthy herself. No man don't give her like yeah, go on. No man
Trust
don't give
me,
her no
trust me, like these
pretty.
two
This woman
people,
never been loved.
Munchie been on YouTube from fucking 2018, 2019,
Okay,
and all
Keiko, you
now.
see
Her
all
YouTube
munchie
channel
she,
can't
right?
go nowhere,
All right,
nowhere.
munchie she, right? Me sister
Hmm.
come out and tell a lie, but munchie, me leave you to God. God up
Listen to
above.
me. Let me tell you how it go with Munchie. Let me tell you how this go. Okay. Remember now, before you came back on Puss page, you came back on the page at the time you was pregnant with the baby, right?
Yeah.
So I was on Puss page, and um some girl knew who I was under the page, which is I wasn't hiding. I didn't know we were hiding. You understand? So when she was like, "That's Keiko from such and such and such and such," and she made a big thing about it, right? So in doing that, she had already had her little clique over there. You know what I mean? So because they was already over there, they would leave out of fake pages, come back in, talk about my son, talk about me, do whatever, 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 right?
Now I
Leave,
show
come back in
people
their
how
real
munchie
page,
I am
right?
wicked.
Now, mind you, only person that knows, remember, God knows and he sees everything, Tanya. Remember, the only people that knows that I know of Munchie is God. That's the only person that knows that I've
Keiko,
watched this
Keiko, I
young
want to show the
lady
people them
on
something.
YouTube. Listen to the story. Listen, let me show you. That's the only person that knows that I've watched Munchie on YouTube. Okay? So now all this time, while they're in a little clique dogging me out, disrespecting my dead son and everything, remember, the only person knows is God. I don't have a clue. Right?
Yeah.
So now all the situation kicks off between her and the girl Carlene. Now I'm feeling sorry for Munchie, because Munchie literally had nobody to stand up for her. Like, literally, if they were there, they were little. Like, I've only seen maybe one or two people stand up for Munchie, which is Carlene had the mask. So me being Keiko, I'm always for the underdog. Okay.
I love to.
So check it now. I'm always for the underdog. So I felt sorry for Munchie. I felt sorry for her kids. Remember, the only person knows this is God. Okay? Listen to the story now.
Yeah.
So as she's doing all of this, she's so caught up in it now. Now she
25.
has to leave Puss with this bagger page that this young lady has created for chaos. Remember, she's the original creator of that bagger page, that bagger platform that she left with Puss. And she had to leave it because she was now in a physical war with the girl Colleen for almost 2 years. Remember?
No, I'm more than that, man. I
Listen to the
than
story. I'm shortening it, but listen to it now. Because of that, Puss end up with Bagga Bagga. So in the midst of that, that's where I came in, Diary came in, you
Yeah,
came in,
yeah,
all of these people was able to come in and all of
yeah,
this extra shit. And then she met Hugo. Remember, Munchie had to go. Munchie had to fight the war with Carlene, right? But remember, she into wrapping her head and burning candles and shit. So sure, it was only a matter of time before the girl was going to end up where she was at. Because who ensured that? The same girl who was wrapping her head and burning candles and showing up to church. I'm the first one at the congregation. I ain't seen you back to the motherfucking church since, but moving right along, right?
yeah,
So now the girl Carlene is good, gone, arrested, sentenced to 12 years. So now she's bored. You see what I'm saying? She
yeah,
didn't carry on dance hall like she thought she was. So now she's bored. And because she's so bored, she comes back to Puss Page. Comes back to Puss Page. Hey, Auntie, what's going on? Hey, so now every day she's getting added to the live. I'm preying all this motherfucking shit by myself. Remember, Tanya, nobody knows but me and God, right?
yeah,
Okay. She comes back. Auntie, every day. Auntie, who loves the live more like me than you? Auntie Puss, every day. Next thing I know, we all in the chat. We listening to Hugo. Because remember, every time Puss called Hugo, she let us listen. Every private conversation Hugo thought he was having with Puss, there would be a group of people recording and listening to everything that they talked about. His most intimate moments. Okay, this is how devilish and low down and fucked up this woman is. So
uh,
remember now, whole to me, I was a private cheerleader for you, Munchie. I really had sympathy for you, Munchie. And all below to me, the things that you was doing, I had no idea. I only got confirmation of what you did maybe about a month ago from Anto. But with that being said, vengeance wasn't mine, Tanya. It was God. It was him himself made her go to that clinic and try to prove to the masses that she did or she didn't have whatever they said she had, and worded her words wrong and shamed herself. You see? Vengeance wasn't mine's. Vengeance wasn't Carlene's. Vengeance wasn't Carlene's friends. She sunk herself. Vengeance was God. Because remember, only he knew that I was a private cheerleader for you and your children. And all along didn't know that you had congregated this group to hurt me. You see what I'm saying? But God don't like ugly, and he's not too fond of cute. And you are a prime example of that, my dear. And you think that you've got away with murder, but you haven't. God sees you and he knows you behind that pretty smile. That's why you have to walk with that stigma for the rest of your life. It's not me that did it. It's not Carlene that did it. You did it. You did it to yourself. God did that to you. You'll never get that stigma off of you. Never. See, God don't like ugly. Let's say it again. God don't like ugly, and he's not too fond of cute. And let me tell you the people today, it's not me that's going to fuck Puss up. It won't be Erica. It won't be you, Tanya. It's going to be her own family that's going to shame her. Hugo that's going to shame her. Maybe I shouldn't have said nothing, but the masses will see. Because she don't give a fuck about me. She don't give a fuck about you or Hugo or anybody. She told us that. Okay? Which part of that don't y'all understand? So that goes back to when I said to you, these people are not worth your tears, especially Puss. Because while you crying, she's rejoicing. And although you feel like you didn't tell her your personal business, you didn't have to. All you had to do was sit and let her listen. That was enough. Can't no bitch send me out like that. And that's the thing why Puss really started to like realize she had fucked up and made a mistake and added me and thought that I was gonna have, I was just gonna sit back and tolerate anything. Not knowing I was fully aware of what she was up to. She thought she had a money cow. And it's not my own people that told me that. It was my enemies that made me aware, Tanya. People used to type things like, what you think Puss got you over here for? You think Puss your friend? You got to pay attention. You got to always be listening, reading, paying attention when nobody, but I ain't going to talk. Let's get back to rubber rub, whatever the fuck. But I'm telling you, sometimes vengeance don't be yours. It's not yours. Don't let no bitch separate you from your brother. Period. Don't let no social media platform separate you from your child. Whatever you got to do, make that shit right.